Hold on to someone. It's hands. That's right. And at one point, I'm going to say, repeat after me, and you start repeating after me, all right? But I'm not at that point right yet. Listen, listen, listen. Oh, God, we, the people of the world, come to express our desire to be with each other in our humanity, in all of our brother and sister attitudes, and the fact that we need to be with each other in new ways. We don't need to pretend no more like we're brothers and sisters. We can actually become brothers and sisters. So we want the reality of experiencing true brotherhood and sisterhood. So we come to love, to care, to touch, to see, to open up, to express ourselves, to tell the truth and live the truth. Oh, here we are, oh God, your people, standing in the midst of Taylor and Ellis Street in a corner church where we've come with all kinds of classes and races and sexes, and we've come with all kinds of ages, and we've come with all kinds of races. And so here we are, different and yet common among ourselves and our brothers and sisters. And then we can say then that there are things that we must do and we have to do. Therefore we come, now you can repeat after me, to celebrate life. To celebrate life. To celebrate life now. To celebrate life now. We're going to walk that walk. We're going to talk that talk. We're going to be that be. We're going to live that live. We're going to love that love. Right on, right on. Amen, amen. Shalom, shalom. Salam, salam. Yeah. We shall not be moved. Will you give me we shall not be moved? Da, 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 da. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. Oh, we shall not. We're marching to freedom. Yeah, we're marching to freedom. We shall not be moved. We're marching to freedom. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. Oh, we shall not be moved. Yeah, we're living together. We shall not be moved. We're living together. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted Now turn around and embrace your brothers and sisters. Embrace each other. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. It's so good to see you here this morning. Yeah, yeah. We got fans. And those fans got envelopes on the back of them. So everybody get a fan. May I at this time bring to you now the incredible, magnificent gospel ensemble, the Glide Ensemble. Thank you.
Dreams and visions shattered, you are broken inside. You don't have to stay in the shape that you're in. The potter wants to put you back together again. Oh, the potter wants to put you back together again. In case your situation has turned upside down, and all that you've accomplished is now on the ground. You don't have to stay in the shape that you're in. The potter wants to put you back together again. Oh, the potter wants to put you back together again. You are broken.
you in many ways, many ways. May I present to you now the poet laureate of Glide Church in the world, Janice Mirkatani.
Good morning, everyone. This morning we are graduating, we're celebrating the graduation of 66 people from Glide's Job Skills and Development Program. Yeah. 66 people. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I want to give you a little bit of information about this program. Of this graduating class, 40% have come through recovery and successfully completed. 50% have found jobs or have moved into vocational training classes. This program has graduated 273 people since its inception 3 years ago, and 500 clients have come through our job fairs and received help. And I'm always proud to tell you about Glide's partnerships, and the one we're most grateful for, of course, is that with you, the Glide extended family, and the volunteers who make this and all of our programs possible. Give yourselves a hand. This program is also in partnership with 30 businesses and companies in the Bay Area, and we're happy to announce to you that we have a new relationship with the Private Industry Council, and that affords our graduates entrance into 18 different trade and vocational schools to enhance their skills and opportunities. Now, I want you to meet the director of the program, Catalina Suarez, and the counselor, Greg Howard. Won't you come up, please? Greg is going to say something to you. Greg. Right there. Hi, Greg.
Good morning. I'd like to introduce two new staff members, Sharon Crawford and Joanne Downing. I'd also like to introduce one of our speakers, Denise Harry.
Good morning. First of all, I want to give honor to God, and I would like to thank the staff of God's job program for supporting and not giving up on people. You can make a change, and it's out there.
The next client will be Leon Burton.
Good morning. I'd like to thank Glide for helping me, with attitude-wise and knowing how to speak to people. And, it's a wonderful program. And, you have to have a lot of faith in yourself, and you can do anything you want to do. Thank you.
In closing, I'd like to thank the volunteers most of all, and also Jan and Cecil, because Jan and Cecil actually started the program like they normally do every other program here. They started, and look what it's grown to. And that's their faith and your faith too. So continue on. Thank you.
Huh?
Now we're going to hear from our Glide children.
Cecil, Cecil, could you come?
Cecil,
Well,
Cecil celebrated a landmark birthday this week, and members of the Glide family thought they'd add to their prayers for your continuing good health with a nice birthday gift. And so what we got for you is a piece of exercise equipment. That we hope will keep you healthy and fit and with us for the next 30 years.
Could you put other things in that room I got over at the house where I could have a full room of exercise equipment?
Stick around.
Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday. There are a number of other people having happy birthday, but thank you very much. Thank you. Now, you want to say something?
No, well, 45 was vigorous and 55 was smashing. You're even better at 65 in spite of my hot flashing.
Jesus. What do you do with that? That's right. Nothing. That's right. You can't do nothing with that. Can't do nothing with that. I think while we are excited, I want you to go in your pocket and your pocketbooks. We're going to take up the offering right now. And then the Glide Ensemble is going to do another number. But prepare your pledges and your tithes at this time. And if you look on the back of your fans, those of you that have never been here before, there is an envelope. You can designate how you would like the contribution that you give this morning to Glide, where you would like for it to go. And we thank you so very much for the gifts of money, the gifts of tithes and pledges, for the gift of finance, for your gift also of volunteerism. Last year we had close to 11,000 people to come through this facility as volunteers. And I want to thank you for that, very much so. I want you to know that we have to raise close to $4 million each year for this budget at Glide. That's a lot of money to have to raise. But because of your tithes and pledges, and much of what we do with the broader community, as well as those who have us in wheels and etc. I want to thank you for all of the contributions that come. Ushers, will you start now? Beginning to take up the offering. Make sure you take your time in lifting up the offering. Where does this over here? From who is Lucinda? Come here, Lucinda. You got a poem for me? Where's Lucinda? Come on up here and give me your poem. Read your poem, whatever it is you got. Don't ever hesitate, okay? This is Glide. You've been around here for a little while. Yeah. Now, listen to Lucinda, everybody.
You love us when we're sad. You love us when we're glad. You even love us, Cecil, when we haven't done exactly what we should. So on this day, which is special to you, we thank you because we sure love you too.
Right on. Thank you. Thank you, Lucinda. All right, some of the young people are going to leave, and you all will work I know. Okay, thank you. Now, while they're doing that, taking up the offering, I would like at this time to ask you, to know that on October the 16th,
Yes, sir.
the Glide Ensemble will be giving a live concert which will be taped for CD and tape purposes, and we will, close to Christmas, they will be available. So don't buy your gifts until close to Christmas, because here's where you can get a gift in regards to the new CD and tape that will be coming out from the Glide Ensemble. That's going to start on the 16th of October at 4 p.m. We invite you to come and be a part of it. Tickets are available through donations of $25 or $10. The $25 ones are right up here, and the $10 ones are way... They're available downstairs, by the way. So if you would like to put in an order, if you'd like to get, we'd like for you to get your tickets. That's what we'd like. Rather, because some folks put in an order and we don't see them again. So please get your tickets and let us know. There's another event that's taking place 2 days after that. Bishop Desmond Tutu will be here to speak at Glide that evening at 7 o'clock. And when the Commonwealth Club found out that we were going to sponsor his coming to Glide, they called and said, we'd like to co-sponsor that event with you. And I said, fine. We have met. And so the Commonwealth Club, we're very excited about this. The Commonwealth Club is coming here to join us with Bishop Desmond Tutu. And I said to them, we even provide you with valet parking, which they're very pleased about, by the way. So we want you to come that night. And first of all, members, we have free tickets. They're all free. But the members, you have the access to those free tickets first. If you want to, you can leave your name with us, and we will mail the tickets to you. Or you can pick them up the Sunday before, which is the 16th. You can pick them up that Sunday, and they will be available for you that Sunday. You can get them. So that takes care of that. Also, I'd like to invite you to come downstairs to Freedom Hall. There are books down there, Jan's book, my book, the kids' book, the women's book. There are T-shirts, there are CDs down there, tapes of the Glide Ensemble, and also videos, as well as audio tapes of this celebration. You can pick the audio tapes up, and 2 days from now, we will mail you the videotape if you want it. We have a lot of videos down there, a lot of things that you can pick up. Come downstairs afterwards and be with us. Yes?
And we'd like to invite you to join in sharing some birthday cake with Cecil in Freedom Hall afterwards.
Yeah, be sure you say afterwards. They get up and go right now, some of them. May I present to you now the Glide Ensemble, and this is a new number. It's a new tune which was written by John Turk entitled Roll the Rock Away. Glide Ensemble.
I will sing a new song to thee, oh Lord. You're the strength in who I trust. My heart has been empty, my spirit's been low. I didn't want to confess, but I must. I want to see the light. Oh, tell the truth. Please walk the path you made. Please help me roll away the rock. I want to roll away the rock. I need you to roll away the rock from my soul.
Roll away the rock of fear. Yes, sir. Roll away the rock of shame. Yeah. Just roll away the rock. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I want you now to, let's do something. This, I'm going to do just one verse of Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, someone like me. My brothers and my sisters, I want you to know that today I am full. I'm full of joy. I'm full of happiness, and I'm full of gladness. I want you to know that today I'm full of excitement. I'm excited about a reality that exists, about something that takes place that I've been dreaming about for a long time. And now here it is, showing itself. Now I can see it and feel it and touch it and embrace it. Oh yeah, but I had to go through something. Oh yeah, do that through many dangers. Through many. Had to go through many dangers and toils and sighs. I have already come, yeah. Oh yeah. How did I make it? Lead me on. Will lead me Yeah. Thank you. Thank Thank you, Glide Ensemble. I'm so happy today because I'm living my dream. I'm so happy today because every time we come together, it's an occasion. It is a celebration. It is a coming together where we can experience joy. Joy at last, joy. I'm talking about real joy. I'm not talking about no fake joy. Real joy. Joy that comes from the inners, from the inside stuff. Joy that comes from the heart. Joy that comes from the soul. Joy that comes from the memory. Joy that comes from my talking and my walking and my seeing and my understanding. Joy that comes from my common sense. Wait a minute, you didn't hear what I just said. Joy that comes from my common sense. You got to have common sense to have joy. You hear me? You hear me? A lot of folks been educated, but they still don't have common sense. You hear me? You got to have some common sense with your education. I think common sense precedes education. But I want you to know that joy comes. It comes at the strangest time. In fact, it comes at such a strange time that it comes to this Cecil Williams, this person, this black or African American person, this human being, it comes to me who is a stranger on a sojourn. I'm on a journey. My sojourn is taking place. A stranger, not knowing where he's going, but going on. A stranger not knowing what he ought to know, but sometimes just goes on. A stranger. There's an old song that we used to sing back home. Most of you won't know what it goes like this. I'm a stranger, don't drive me away. I'm a stranger, don't drive me away. If you drive me away, you may need me someday. I'm a stranger, don't drive me away. That's why I don't, that's why I don't tell folks, you can't come to this church because you're an atheist. You can't come to this church because you don't believe what I believe. You can't come to this church because you don't look like I look. You can't come to this church because you're not a Christian or you're not a whatever. You know, I'm not either. I'm a stranger. And when a stranger goes somewhere, he meets or she meets other strangers. And you don't drive strangers away. You say to strangers, I need you. I'm on a sojourn. I am going on a journey. I want you to go with me if you're not with me. You don't have to talk like I talk and walk like I walk. I just want you to be on a sojourn. I want you to be on the road. I want you to get up and get on an exodus. I want you to walk a little bit and talk a little bit and live a little bit and stand up a little bit. And so my journey began long time ago when I said, I'm sick and tired of seeing a segregated church. My journey began. I began then to say, where in the world can I find a church that is not only integrated, but a church that accepts all people? Where can I? And I kept imagining what it would be like if I could find it. Now, let me tell you something. If you're going to use your imagination, you better get ready for several things. You ready? Are you ready? All right. If you use your imagination, remember, it may take you anywhere. Remember, it'll take you, you'll start seeing images of things that you haven't seen before. Or you may see things that are not ordinary, they're extraordinary. You may begin to see white people and black people and yellow people and brown people and red people coming together. You may see people of all classes coming together. You may, if you're interested in dealing with racism and segregation, if you're interested in dealing with isolation, if you're interested in dealing with separation, if you really want humanity to express its fullness and be liberated, then you got to let your imagination run away with you. Get ready. But see, a lot of us think that we're using our imagination and we're not. Okay. See, a lot of us think we're using imagination and not. We sit up and we say, oh, I want to imagine what it would be like if the church, well, it would be like, I'd have a special seat in the church. That'd be one thing. I'd be given special treatment. That'd be something else. I'd be closer to God than other folks. I don't let my imagination run away with me. Show you how far it'll run. Just about that much and then back, you know. Let's see. I would imagine that I could dress any sister in the church, and I could outpower any brother in the church. I'd have more power than any brother. In fact, I'm gonna have so much power, I'm gonna run the preacher away. That's how short our imagination gets sometime. But if you're gonna use your imagination, remember it'll run away with you. Mine ran away with me. I said, Lord, how can you take me someplace like this? Here you've taken me to a place where all kinds of people come together. I'm imagining something that can't happen. Can it? Can it? I say, ooh, don't take me. I'm not up to it. Like old Moses wasn't up to it. Like Abraham wasn't up to it. Like Joshua wasn't up to it. Like Ruth wasn't up to it. Like Mary wasn't up to it. A lot of people are not up to it. That's what the Bible's about. It's about people who say they're not up to it. And then all of a sudden, if God gets in the situation, if God gets in the imagination, if God gets a hold to you, if God steps in, then you better get ready, because your imagination is going to go far beyond anything that's humanly possible if God gets into it. I think one reason I'm feeling so good today is I got a feeling that even though I didn't want God in it, God took over anyway. I wanted it for me. And God said, you can't do that. If you're going to do it all the way, then you got to have me in there. Wait a minute, you didn't hear what I said. I'm a stranger. Don't drive me away. I hear so many people say that. Don't drive. If you drive me away, what am I going to do? I'm a stranger. I was a stranger, says the writer in the New Testament, and you welcomed me. You welcomed me. Oh, you were not here then. And you didn't even know you'd be here now. But you welcomed me. Imperfect. Even though I don't want you to think that. Imperfect. Braggadocio. Arrogant sometimes braggadocio. Head gets too big. There's a strange thing about anybody who lets their head get too big. It will come down. Wait, you hear what I said? It will come down. Take it from somebody who knows. Your head will shrink. I tell you, it'll shrink. You think you're the best thing. You think it's all yours. And all of a sudden, all of a quick sudden, I'm not talking about no long sudden. Is that such a thing? A quick sudden. All of a quick sudden, things change. And when they change, you said, Lord, why did I ever do that? Well, it's because our head got too big. We thought we owned it. We thought it was ours. We thought that we were not strangers. Yes, all of us are strangers. And so the strangers began to see that they are strained of themselves. The strangers began to see that they are strained of others. The strangers began to see that the world is not even theirs also. You know? I don't know where that's coming from, but I wish it would stop. Here's what I want to say. To be a stranger is to know that you really never know. You never really know. I keep hoping that I know, and at the very moment I think I know, my imagination and God's Spirit, I'm sure, must move in and say, go on, man, you're not through yet. You know, I'm always, every time I go places and somebody's saying to me, Cecil, why don't you stop sometime? All you've accomplished, that's enough, man. Just ride on in for the next 10 years. No, I can't ride in. Don't you know that? I tried. It didn't work. I tried. It didn't work. I can't ride in. I got to go on in. I got to go. There's too much yet to be done in the world for me to ride in. I can't go on my laurels, my accomplishments. See, that's what a lot of people say. Oh, I'm so glad I got it all now. I've achieved it all. Look what I've done. Look at what I've done. Look at all of this. Yeah, look at all this. Just look at how many more could be like this. All right. I want to tell you something. I want to say this, and I want to check myself when I say it. The other night, Jan and I had the opportunity to meet the vice president. We've not met him. We've met the president. You know, the president's been here. But the vice president. And so Dianne Feinstein took us over to meet the vice president at his table. And when we walked up, we greeted him, and Dianne says, this is Janice Mercatana and Cecil Williams. They're over at Glide Church. He said, Glide Church? He said, I know all about that church. You see, now it's not because the vice president knows all about it. But I want you to know, you go to any hook and crook. You go to any street, you go to any alley, you go anywhere around, anywhere, and you're going to find folks that at least have heard about Glide Church. What am I trying to say to you? I'm trying to say simply this, that the church ought to be known by all people in one way or another. And what I'm proud about is that we're blessed. We're blessed to get the anti-glide and the pro-glide. You know, you don't have to have all pro-glide. Wouldn't work anyway. Somebody be lying, you know that. What I'm really saying that I am, and I think we're blessed, because sometimes we are poor of spirit. But when we are poor of spirit is the time that we are most blessed. It is because the kingdom and the power and the glory is not up to us. It is up to the one who comes in Jesus, who says, lo, I will be with you always. The kingdom and the power and the glory. What I'm really talking about today, my brothers and my sisters, is I'm full. I'm full up to here. I'm just running over today because I am convinced that I have been given life. I had death in my life for a long time, but now I experience life. I've died. I'm ready to die again, but I know when I die, I'm going to come again with life. I know that my dying has to do with my spiritual understanding. My dying has to do with my ignorance. My dying has to do with my arrogance. My dying has to do with my selfishness. And once I begin to get that out of when you roll the rock away, then it liberates, it opens up, it makes you a new person, it gives you a new being. I'm full today. I'm full today. I'm full today. Somebody wants to know, well, can't this work other places? It won't work unless you know you've been given life. There's nobody in here that hasn't been given life. You and I have life. But also, what we have to do if we've been given life, you got to accept it. Now, who's ready to accept life? Life is like imagination. It'll mess you up. You hear what I said? If you accept life, you'll be doing things that are just way out there. You know? See, that's what life does. Life puts you on a new perimeter. One woman who's here this morning ran in on Friday after the birthday party, and she says to me, people standing around, we were talking about the birthday party. Listen, it was wild. It was a great experience. It was really wild. But she runs in and she says, Cecil Williams, you got to be from another planet. You're right. I don't know what it is, but I know I'm out there somewhere. You see, I know that. I can feel it. I can experience it. I understand it. I accept life. Also, if you accept life, then you got to live it. If you're going to live it, then great joy comes. Great joy comes. I got great joy because I think I'm living life. Oh, I die sometimes, but I come back. Give me just a short time and I'm coming back. Sometimes I don't even wait for 3 days. Sometimes I can't wait for 3 days. I think Jesus set the standard and said, get it done sometime. And I'm giving you just 3 days to do it. How about that? All right. I want you to know that what I'm really saying is I'm living a dream. This is a dream that I had long time ago. I had this dream that you would be here on my 65th birthday. You didn't know that, but I did. I didn't see your faces, and I couldn't call your names, but I knew you were here long time ago. I knew you were here. And I said, Lord, thank you. I said, don't thank me, you get to work now. Said, get to work. Got to have faith. If you're going to do this, you got to have a lot of faith, because you're going to be meeting all kind of folks. And you better have enough faith that will move mountains, because this is a mountain that you're trying to move. Meanness, ugliness, folks who cuss and fuss and don't care about anything, don't even care about themselves. Folks who are wrapped up in violence, and folks who would rather destroy than to enhance, to open up. Folks who are so caught up in the past that they'll never move to the present and the future. Folks that are so sometimes ill at what's going on that they don't get any healing, even though God is there to heal, to bring healing in life. And so I have a great dream, and the dream is a reality. Now I see your faces, and we're testing out your hearts now and your souls. See you now. I see you now. I see you. You didn't know you were going to be here, but here you are. My God. Don't you think I got a right to rejoice? Don't you think I got a right to be fulfilled? Don't you think I got a right? Don't you think I got a right to have doctors and lawyers and women who are corporate executives? Don't you think I got a right to have women who are poor and men who are poor? Man walked up to me today in a gray suit, and he said, I want you just to look at me. He said, I was in your line not too long ago. Look at me in my suit. Woman who's graduating today. Thank you all, by the way, for all the lovely gifts you gave me. I mean, what can I say? All kinds of art, African art, all kinds of things, you know, ties, and somebody even gave me some silk underwear, but thank you for that too. But I want to thank you for the socks. Sister graduating today gave me a bundle of socks about that thick, you know. So I got on my socks today, y'all. And she, first thing she asked me, Rita, when she saw me, she said, you wear your socks. I said, here they are. I got on one pair. You gave me enough to wear for the next year, sister. Thank you. You know what I needed. I'm awful with socks. Once I wear them, I keep looking for the other one. I never find the other one. And you gave them all that look alike. Thank you. You see what I mean? That's right. Give me look-alike socks. Don't be giving me no red ones and blue ones and yellow ones and black. Don't mix it up. Just give me one color and one style. And one fit. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. To live is to dream dreams. And I'm making what I thought was impossible, possible. My God. And you have helped me. But God stepped in the picture and said, I'm going to use all of that you got. I said, what do I have, Lord? He said, being crazy and taking a chance and the fact that I'm going to keep standing with you no matter what happens. You just go on, Don't be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. For I am your refuge. I am the rock of your liberation. Keep going. To live and to be blessed, then, is to know that we got to step out. And when you step out into what one writer calls a beautiful ecstasy occurs. It is when a group of people get together and all of a sudden harmony occurs. Mystery occurs. Sisterhood and brotherhood takes place. Our humanness gets best lived. That's what this celebration's about. I know now why I love to come here on Sundays. You know, sometimes I don't feel like getting up on Sunday morning. I don't feel like getting up, but I know why I love coming here, because there's harmony here. Now, there's disharmony as soon as I leave, but there's harmony here. In fact, there is some disharmony while I'm here, but there's harmony here. Some folks get up and walk out and say, I don't understand, that's not a church. Well, what made you think you had a church? You hear what I'm saying? I have a feeling that wherever there are people who are harmonizing, if they got the right tune, and if they're on a journey, if they are sojourn, if you're on a journey of liberation and freedom and opening up red seas and opening up oceans and going back to the Nile and going back to our roots and our water and our source of life, going back to the God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, going back to the God who stood in the midst of all of the rumblings of the earth and said, here it is, let justice come. Let justice prevail. And all of a sudden, prophets and speakers and witnesses, and that's why it's important to sing, can I get a witness? Because you got to have somebody to witness. So every time you open your mouths and sing, you're witnessing. Well, I know some of you say, oh, I'm not. Yes, you are. Oh, yeah, you witnessing. You witnessing. Every time you talk, you're witnessing, even if it's bad witnessing. And so, my brothers and my sisters, I guess I can only say to you that I am full today, full of happiness and joy. Great joy shall be yours, says the prophet. Listen to this. Psalms 30 says, to live and to be blessed by the Spirit as a stranger, we must know something that I had to come up on. And thank God I've come up on it. In 30th Psalms, as they sing the Psalms, these are the words and the music that come out. Turn my mourning, turn my awfulness, turn my pain and my hurt and my suffering, turn my mourning into dancing. When I walked in here the other night from across the street, and I walked in this building and walked in Freedom Hall, and the music was going. I mean, it was jumping, and the young people and old people out there on the floor are dancing, and all of a sudden, as Jan and I walked in, the young people kind of gathered around us, and I couldn't hold myself. I just started dancing, you know, and I just kept on going, and then them young people started doing some of those new dances, you know, all that stuff and all that kind of stuff, you know, and I'm trying to do that, my back's hurting and my leg is hurting, and I'm trying to keep up, you know, but I said, I have mourned long enough, it's time for dancing. I'm gonna dance. The writer goes on to say, weeping may tarry for the night. Weeping may even be a part of the night. But joy comes in the morning. In the morning, joy comes. In the Revised Standard Version, it says that you rescued me. I'm sorry. In Mitchell's Psalms, as he interprets, he says that you rescued me from despair. You turned my lament into dancing. Rescued me from despair, my lament, my cry, my plea, you turned into dancing. You lifted me up. You took me off my mourning, and you clothed, listen to this, you clothed me. The garments you put around me were garments of joy. Ooh, Lord, got on my garments of joy today. It's not this, it's under this, whatever it is. I just know that it's unseeable sometimes. It's untouchable sometimes. I just know this, that you can have it. If you've been there and you got to go on your journey, then you know that you can go on because you've been clothed with joy. So if you see me somewhere, at an airport catching a plane, in the Tenderloin trying to catch a bus, if you see me out in the marina looking at the ships come in, if you see me on the Golden Gate Bridge, not trying to jump, but if you see me there, out there looking and trying to take in all of this beautiful world, wherever I am, either high or low, you will know that I've been clothed with joy this morning. We are on the same journey. We're different, but we're on the same journey, y'all. And tears now may linger when the night falls, but joy arrives at dawn. Let joy come. I'm living my dream, folks, and you are those that are living my dream with me. Thank you. And may you be blessed, not for just living this dream, but living all kinds of dreams that lift us to new heights and take us on to a new people involved in a new world. Amen. Let us all stand.